Hello everyone, this is me Sharon, and in today's episode I am going to show you how I made this bag. For those of you who will be asking where I bought this leather set, I will include the link of her page in the description box. So this is the front side, and the kind of leather that I am using is a PU leather, which is kind of durable, but of course nothing beats the original. So this is the bottom part of the bag, and it keeps the bag stable, which is really great. And then when you look at the back, this is how it looks like. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. So for the materials, I'll be using this leather set I bought, and I'm going to add the link of her page in the description box just in case you would like to buy from her. And she's very easy to talk to. I'm sure you'll be able to order easily. And then after this, I am going to be using yarn. You can use any yarn that you like, but I'm using double pull fingering weight yarn. I'll be using 3.5mm crochet hook. To start this project, I'll be using a double strand or double pull. Alright, so to start this project, you're gonna need to work a slip stitch into each hole. So make sure that the front side of the oval base is facing you, because that is what's going to be showing after you finished making the bag. So this is going to be the back part of the bag. Make sure to crochet loosely so that when you work stitches into each slip stitch, you won't have a hard time inserting the hook. Once you get back around, you may now cut off the yarn and leave an allowance. So for the last slip stitch that I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off the yarn first and use a yarn needle to complete making the last slip stitch or chain. So as you can see, it looks like a chain when you work into each hole around. So I'm just going to use this yarn needle and then work a chain after. For round 1, you're gonna go through both loops of slip stitch and then work 2 single crochets into each. I had a little difficulty going through each slip stitch because, as you can see, I did not crochet loosely. So heads up to those who are going to make this base, make sure to crochet loosely when you work a slip stitch around the oval base. Now after finishing round 1 and here I am working my last 2 single crochets. After this, we're going to slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made. So for the next round, we're going to work a decrease. So after slip stitching, work chain 1 and then insert the hook into the same stitch as chain 1. Insert the hook into the next, yarn over, and you'll have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull all 3. So into every 2 stitches, you're going to work single crochets together until you get back around. Once you get back around, slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made, and in the next 2 rounds we're gonna work an increase. So we're gonna start round 3 by chaining 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and you can add stitch markers and work an increase 8 times on the curved part. So I did about 8 increases on this side and on this side, but on the curve only. So if you're going to check, I have increased there 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 8 increases on this side. To end the round, we're gonna work a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made, and then for round 4 we're gonna chain 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and then on the curved part we're going to just do increases for 4 times. Now for round 5 and up, it will be the same stitch that we'll be working on, and we'll be working in rounds. To start the first round, we're gonna do 1 single crochet, 1 long single crochet into the next, 1 regular single crochet into the next, and then 1 long single crochet. So we're going to be repeating that until we get to the length that we want for the bag. Once you get back around, you'll be working the stitches alternating 1 single crochet and long single crochet. So on top of each long single crochet, you're gonna work a regular single crochet, and on top of each regular single crochet, you're gonna be working 1 long single crochet. So the stitch is very simple, but after you're finishing all the rounds, you're gonna say it is very beautiful, and I'm sure it will look good even on t-shirt yarns. So this is what it looks like after working a couple of rounds, and before I finish the last 3 rounds, we will be inserting the D-rings. And to insert it, you're just gonna work a few stitches around it. So I'm gonna do 6 stitches around to attach this D-ring, but of course you'll be working the stitches as usual, so alternating 1 single crochet on top of each long single crochet, and then 1 long single crochet on top of each regular single crochet. So you do that 6 times into the D-ring. After attaching the D-ring on the other side, I will just work 2 more rounds of the stitch, and then I'd probably add some crab stitch for the edging. So just keep on working 2 more rounds to secure the D-rings on both sides. So after working 2 more rounds, I will work a crab stitch for the edging. So this is what it looks like now. I was supposed to add 1 more round, but I think it's okay to do 2 rounds only. And when I got halfway through the bag, I am going to go back and work the crab stitch. So there are lots of tutorials on how you can work this crab stitch. It's very easy. It's like working single crochet, only in reverse. Now I'm almost done working the crab stitch, and after that I will just fasten off, and the next step is adding the flap. So the next thing is you can now fasten off and weave in all the ends. So this is what it looks like after completing all the rounds, and I will show you how I will line this bag in my next video or in my other video. And if you're going to use a polyester yarn, that will be much better, because I'm sure that this bag will be able to stand up and that the base will be more stable. So the next part is we're going to add the flap for the bag. So it's very simple. You're going to just use a yarn needle and a yarn to sew the flap. After adding the flap, you may now add the magnetic snap, so it will be easier where to place it. And that is how I made this bag. If you're new to my channel, you can check back on my previous videos because I've made lots of bags and purses that you might want to make in your next projects. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much for the support. And I hope that you can make a lot of projects through my channel. And do not forget to tag me on my IG. It's SharonLee26. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.